A good goal, nonetheless. But quickly, I need to say something about Victor Osimhen. I'm hoping and praying that the NFF and his handlers will work together. And I hope the praises that the young man is getting will not get to his head.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I looked at him and it reminded me of a younger Thierry Henry. I mean, how he just drifts to the left. And not only does he just do that, it takes out any defender that comes.
Head on.
It takes
He's
him
always
out
like asking you, hey, come.
Just come.
Just come.
And what that does, I don't know if it was the tactics from the coach or just his own natural instinct. But whatever it was good to see. It draws out the defenders, and those guys from the middle just comes in, exploit the space. And not only does he take out whoever comes, he's able to give passes, put pressure, and in that second goal was because he put pressure on three defenders. And those defenders were thinking just about him. And they didn't have time to pick out the others. I'm just hoping the NFF, we saw what Tawa Awuni has been able to do this year. When players are in that kind of form, you don't leave them all by themselves because one wrong transfer, they lose that form and it's all over. So I hope that his handlers, the NFF, and every other person will just sit down and work on this young lad.
And not be too money hungry.
Because it's interesting.
If you check the difference between our players and some other players at this particular tournament, is the fact that all of them already have a club they're playing for.
Yes.
So they already have a big time club.
This is a gateway for our players.
So this is actually, that's a gateway for all of them. So since those ones already have, these ones don't have, most of them are coming from academies and all that. So they can actually think of how they can, have a structure, put a structure together where one person will not just decide where he's going to go. So it should just be to the benefit of him and, of course, for the country, not just
as a
for personal benefit.
I don't think you should worry your head about where. You should let the older people, like Cecilia said, let the older people decide what your future is. Sit down, relax, enjoy the game. And that's what should happen. And I'm also hoping that he's already on 8. I'm also hoping that it gets to top Florent Sinama Pongo that holds the record.
9.
And incidentally,
just one away from it.
Yeah, just one goal away, and he has 2 matches to do that. And there's another African, an Ivorian, I've forgotten his first name now, Koulibaly. Plays in Petersburg now. I don't know how he got there. Played and he also plays for the Elephants as well. So those 2 guys on 9 goals. I don't see anybody taking that top scorers award from Victor in this one. But I would love. It's going to be memorable for me if it gets
to that number.
9. Just get the record.
Okay.
Get past that and we win.
You need 2 to break it, and of course, we also get to win.
And it's possible.
It's possible. Very possible.
With the way it's played. You have a striker that's good with both feet.
Good in the air. Oh, come on. What are we talking about?
I think Amunike actually said something. If we can get the quote, what he said about the players and all that. He said it's still a long way for them to actually win the title. But I think it's very close because the first one went after that game against Australia. So he was so confident. Okay, there you have it. It's not like we scored 3 goals and that was it. Before that, our side had 15 very good minutes when they moved the ball around as we knew they could. You have to give credit to my kids who were tranquil and kept their cool to deal with the Brazil pressure and then scored at the right time. Yes, that is the moment for them to beat Brazil. It's a big confidence, but we still have a long way to the title, though. Okay? Not a long way. Just have one more game.
A lot of this happened that I didn't understand. I was wondering if this was not the same Brazil that struggled to beat New Zealand. It needed a penalty, to do that, and they came to this. I mean, they rewrote the script. They almost. And I must commend Coach Emmanuel Amunike. When they got that first goal, and those boys were trying to celebrate, he even told his bench, guys, don't even try
for it.
Go back.
2 goals coming in 2 minutes.
I jokingly told someone, the way he talks to those lads, I was telling someone yesterday, I hope he doesn't have a belt somewhere. I mean, the way he talks, I mean, the way the facial expression when they do.
But that is what
something.
you need. That is really what you need. He's a father figure. Look at him. He's referred to them as my kids,
not players. My kids.
So you need that father figure, that father presence. Let them understand. What it's all about.
And the good thing, we had 4 players on yellow cards before that game. After that game, apart from Bangboy
is going to miss the next game.
He's going to miss the next game. Those other players, their cards will be wiped off because that's the rule. After the quarterfinal, it's going to be wiped off. So even any of them picks a card, you know, in the next game, I hope they don't. We'll still have our best players, apart from Bangboy, who will not play this game.
All right, I think the under-17 players need to be disciplined. There are too many cards coming in, too many yellow cards coming in.
Well, you talk about the desire to win, so you have to take one for the team at a certain point in time. But definitely the coaches will try and sort that out with them. So it's all about fair play. We don't just want to win the trophy; we also want to get the trophy for the best team that.
So who they're going to be facing? We just maybe tonight we definitely want to wait between Mexico or Ecuador.
Other fixtures.
Mali,
of course. I was, we're talking about
the other results.
Right? You don't remember we're talking about?
Yeah, the other result from yesterday.
Mali beating Croatia.
Who would have thought? I mean,
and somebody said he is happy Croatia is out. He's happy.
France, we are happy.
France
Mali did the job. Thank you, Mali.
He's happy Argentina.
They've got a very stinging defense.
And these are the fixtures, other quarterfinal fixtures. And Cecilia, I told you when I saw you this morning, and you allayed my fears. I said I don't want to play an African team in the semi-final, and you were quick to point out to me that we're not going to play an African team. So we will be looking at the game between Ecuador and Mexico. We must also say that the Mexicans are strong at this level, defending champions. Remember what they set that had Dos Santos and Carlos Vela.
Remember they got to the finals. Remember Qatar, remember?
So that said, they had those kind of players. They could also produce them. So Ecuador takes on Mexico, then Belgium. In the other, Belgium and Costa Rica in the other one. Whoever wins, we don't really care. As long as we get the opportunity to beat you. But I'll take the Mexicans seriously.
Yes, very. I think they're going to get this one. And of course, for Costa Rica and Belgium, I think Belgium might just get that one also. Okay, I'm looking at my final. Let me look into my crystal ball. Who are going to be in the finals? I'm looking at Nigeria and Mali in the finals. Okay.
An all-African final. Okay.
That'll be
the problem I always have.
It happened in Japan at the day.
No. I'm coming. The problem I have with all African teams, or
an African final,
there's always this
element
of
they know each other, they cancel each other out.
Tackles flying in and all of that.
You're looking at African champions and defending champions, all of them together. So it's going to be
I
really
prefer
nice.
we play in the final than in the semi-final. Once I heard that we're not going to be playing in the semi-final, it's okay for me because we know each other so well, and all this impressive performance against other teams may not just happen.
So Mali, knowing them for what they are, they'll definitely want to get physical, because if you look at even some of the games they played, that's the only way to beat Nigeria. That's how they've been really getting past some of these teams.
And that's how the Nigerians were able to, of course, silence the Brazilians also.
For me, I don't think I want us to play Mali in the final if we get there. And
okay, you want Mali to actually lose to whoever between Belgium and Costa Rica?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, we can. I'm talking about what's happening in the women's Super 6 right now. It's starting today, of course, at 2 p.m. Yesterday, the draw was done at about 6 p.m. in Umuahia, Abia State. And, of course, the first cracker is a big one. You have Nasarawa Amazons and, of course, Rivers Angels will be starting theirs at 2 p.m. At 4 p.m., Delta Queens and Bayelsa Queens will be in action for today.
Battle of the Queens.
That is it. And for tomorrow, day 2, you'll be having Bayelsa Queens and Confluence Queens, of course, Rivers Angels and Sunshine Queens for day 2. And, of course, day 3, there you have it, Sunshine Queens and Nasarawa Amazons and Confluence Queens and Delta Queens for that. And, of course, day 5 is definitely going to be Day 4 definitely going to be the finals. So whoever gets to top each of the groups will definitely get to play in the finals, while the runners-up will play third place. Then we will know who is the winner of the Nigerian Women's Premier League for this season. So we're happy. Finally, the Super 6 is here. Abia State is hosting, and of course, Umuahia Stadium. So if you're there, you can actually go there and support them from today till Thursday. So it's definitely going to be fireworks all through, having all the ladies come together in that particular state in Nigeria.